Chosen one, when you close your eyes right now and sink into the truth of who you really are, understand that the best days of your existence are not approaching. Those days are here, breathing through your lungs, pulsing through your veins, and radiating from every cell in your body like a supernova contained in human form. Anyone foolish enough to test the God that protects you is about to discover exactly why divine justice never misses its target and never pulls its punches. The awakening doesn't feel like gentle enlightenment. It feels like lightning striking the exact same spot repeatedly until something fundamental changes in the atomic structure of your being. The people who used to test you, who came at you sideways with their petty power plays and psychological warfare, they're backing away now. Not because they suddenly developed empathy, but because they're beginning to sense the forces that protect you. Haven't you noticed the shift already beginning? That terrible boss who used to make your life miserable, when's the last time they bothered you? Those family members who specialized in cutting you down during every gathering, notice how they've gone mysteriously quiet. The enemies who used to circle you like vultures have suddenly found other prey, and it's not because they became better people overnight. They're learning what happens when you mess with someone who has a direct line to the divine. The universe doesn't negotiate when it comes to protecting its investments, and you, whether you fully grasp it yet or not, are one of its most valuable assets. Your spirit team isn't just protective, they're ferocious in ways that would make guardian angels look like kindergarten teachers. Something is happening in your solar plexus as you absorb these words. That tight sensation you've carried for months, maybe years, is beginning to dissolve like ice in warm honey. The bloating that made you feel heavy and disconnected is evaporating. Your adrenal glands, which have been working overtime to keep you in survival mode, are finally getting the signal that it's safe to shift into creation mode. The fearless energy you possessed when you were younger, before society taught you to doubt your instincts, before the world convinced you that audacious dreams were dangerous delusions, that power is returning with compound interest. Remember those peak moments when you felt invincible. 17 going on 18, 24 blossoming into 25, 30, stepping into your first real taste of personal authority. You're time-traveling back to collect those versions of yourself, not to relive the past, but to integrate that unstoppable force into your present reality. This isn't nostalgia, chosen one. This is resurrection with upgrades. The mechanisms inside you that have been dormant for decades are activating like a symphony of precision instruments, tuning themselves for the performance of multiple lifetimes. Your intuition is sharpening to supernatural levels. Your ability to read people, energy and situations is becoming almost psychic in its accuracy. You're going to start recognizing deception before the lies finish forming in people's mouths, sensing ulterior motives before they're even consciously formed. You're not just getting your power back, you're stepping into your role as the high priestess of fire, the one who transforms everything in her orbit. Where you used to strategize and overthink every move, calculating outcomes like you were playing chess against invisible opponents, now you're going to operate from pure instinct and divine download. The shift is accelerating beyond what your logical mind can process. That sensation moving through your nervous system like warm electricity isn't just healing, it's rewiring pathways that have been scrambled for too long. Your manifestation abilities aren't just coming back online, they're upgrading to levels that would have terrified your younger self. The clarity you've been desperately seeking is flooding in like dawn breaking over mountains you didn't even know you were climbing. Every trial you've endured, every heartbreak that almost destroyed you, every moment you thought you couldn't survive another day but somehow found the strength to keep breathing, none of it was punishment, it was preparation. You were being forged in fires that would have cremated ordinary souls, being strengthened by pressures that would have compressed regular spirits into dust. Now comes the revelation that will make your enemies retreat and your true allies step forward with recognition blazing in their eyes. The protection around you isn't just spiritual anymore, it's becoming tangible. People are going to feel the energy that surrounds you before you even speak. They're going to sense the power flowing through you like molten gold, and those who harbor ill intentions will find themselves mysteriously redirected away from your path, as if guided by invisible hands. Your spirit team operates with military precision combined with divine love. They've been working behind the scenes, moving pieces on boards you can't even see, opening doors while closing others, creating a pathway for your ascension that's so perfectly orchestrated it would make master composers weep with envy. Every person who tried to sabotage you, every obstacle that seemed insurmountable, every betrayal that left you questioning your judgment, all of it was redirection towards something greater than your wildest dreams dared to envision. The universe bends when you focus your intention now. Reality reshapes itself around your desires, like clay in the hands of a master sculptor. This isn't metaphor or wishful thinking. This is the activation of gifts that have been encoded in your DNA since before your first breath, waiting for the exact moment when you were mature enough to wield them responsibly. You're not becoming someone new, you're remembering who you've always been beneath the layers of doubt and conditioning that others tried to wrap around your light like burial shrouds. As your true power comes online, your ability to protect your energy is becoming legendary. You can sense from across crowded rooms who's aligned with your highest good and who's working against your interests. You're losing all patience for people who drain your battery, relationships that require you to diminish your shine, situations that don't honor your worth, and energy vampires disguised as concerned friends offering poisoned advice wrapped in false care. Your boundaries are becoming sacred territory now, defended with the intensity of a mother lion protecting her cubs. Your no carries the weight of divine authority, each one spoken with the confidence of someone who knows their value and refuses to negotiate it downward to make others comfortable. The people who used to exploit your kindness are discovering that your generosity now comes with wisdom that protects your peace, like titanium-reinforced walls. This is where the story explodes into territory that will leave your old life in the dust, like a rocket ship departing a bicycle race. The transformation approaching isn't just about external changes, though those are definitely coming. This is about the radiance that emerges when someone stops fighting their destiny and starts embracing it with the full force of their being. That surgery you've been considering for years, the resources are aligning. That card that represents freedom and success beyond your current circumstances, the pathways are opening. That lifestyle that seems like fantasy compared to your present reality. The bridge is being constructed with materials stronger than diamonds and more flexible than silk. Stop seeking approval from people who lack the vision to see beyond their own limitations. Chosen one, your dreams weren't planted in your heart by the divine just to be pruned by souls who think in terms of scarcity and impossibility. The cosmic forces that ignited stars in your DNA didn't do so to have them dimmed by people who mistake their fear for wisdom. The milk and honey season is beginning, and it's going to surpass every expectation you've ever held about what your life could become. The universe is preparing to shower you with opportunities, connections, and experiences that align perfectly with your highest timeline. But here's the master key that unlocks everything. You must trust the process even when logic screams that it's impossible. Fear is mounting. One final desperate campaign to convince you this is too good to be true. It's whispering that people with your history don't get fairy tale endings, that exceptional things don't happen to someone who's already endured so much, that you should be grateful for what you have instead of reaching for what burns in your heart. That voice is lying with the desperation of something that knows its execution date has arrived. You've invested in your growth, chosen one. You've paid prices that would have bankrupted weaker souls. You've earned what's approaching with blood, sweat, and tears that could fill lakes. The universe operates on perfect justice when it comes to compensation, and your settlement has been accumulating compound interest for decades. Anyone who attempts to interfere with your ascension now will face consequences that arrive with the speed of lightning and the precision of divine surgery. This isn't about revenge. Revenge is for people who fight their own battles. This is about cosmic justice, the kind that moves like natural forces and strikes with the accuracy of universal law, correcting imbalances. Your role isn't to wage these wars anymore. Your purpose is to keep ascending, keep radiating, keep evolving. Let the universe handle the small-minded individuals who can't celebrate your success, who mistake your confidence for arrogance, who confuse your elevated standards for superiority complex. They're about to receive education about what happens when they attempt to extinguish stars that the divine lit with its own essence. The mechanisms are fully operational now, Chosen One. The gears are turning with the precision of cosmic clockwork. The dormant giant within you isn't just awakening, it's stretching to its full magnificent height, yawning away decades of artificial sleep, and preparing to demonstrate power that was always yours by birthright. You're becoming dangerous in the most beautiful way imaginable, dangerous to mediocrity, dangerous to limitation, dangerous to anyone who profits from keeping divine beings manageable and small. The fire blazing in your core isn't just warmth. It's the forge where ordinary transforms into extraordinary, where human transcends into divine, where chosen ones finally claim thrones that were built for them before time began. That youthful fearlessness returning to you now. It's not the same energy you had before. It's that power tempered with wisdom, seasoned with experience, and armed with spiritual authority you never possessed when you were actually young. You're getting the benefits of innocence combined with the weapons of experience. The royal blood flowing through your veins is finally being acknowledged by the universe itself. People are going to start treating you differently, not because you're demanding it, but because they can sense the shift in your energy signature. You're emanating the frequency of someone who knows exactly who they are and refuses to pretend otherwise for anyone's comfort. Your manifestations are about to accelerate beyond anything you've experienced before. That vision board you created in hope and doubt, those dreams are about to materialize so fast you'll need to create bigger dreams to keep up with your expanding reality. The universe has been preparing gifts wrapped in synchronicities, tied with ribbons made of perfect timing. Every person who thought they could break your spirit is about to witness what happens when the divine decides to demonstrate its protective power through someone it considers family. Every door that was slammed is about to reopen with interest. Every dream that was mocked is about to manifest with such undeniable force that even your doubters will have to acknowledge the hand of heaven at work in your circumstances. The protection surrounding you is absolute and non-negotiable. Your enemies have learned the hard way that attacking you brings consequences they never calculated. Your allies are being drawn to you by forces beyond conscious understanding. Your path is being cleared by powers that move mountains when their chosen ones need obstacles removed. This is your season, not because you got lucky or because planets aligned favorably, but because you survived everything designed to stop you. You persisted through trials that would have shattered ordinary spirits. You maintained faith when evidence suggested hopelessness was more realistic than hope. You kept moving when stopping would have been easier than breathing. The best days aren't approaching. Chosen One, they're here, right now, in this moment, as these words complete the activation sequence that's been building your entire life. The mechanisms that were jammed are now flowing like silk. The power that was dormant is now blazing like the sun. The destiny that was waiting is finally ready to unfold like a masterpiece that took decades to create, but will astound audiences for generations. Close your eyes one final time and feel the truth settling into your bones like medicine that heals at the quantum level. When you open them again, you'll see the world through the eyes of someone who finally understands their worth, their power, and their divine protection. The giant is awake, the fire is lit, the stage is set, and the universe is holding its breath to see what you'll create with the unlimited power that was always yours. Now go claim your kingdom with the confidence of someone who knows they have the ultimate backup, the supreme protection, and the infinite love of forces that reshape reality when their chosen ones need new worlds built for their expansion. The coronation is complete, but the story deepens beyond what even you imagined possible. The Divine has installed a direct hotline in your consciousness, and every time you shut out the external world, you're plugging into frequencies that reshape reality according to your deepest intentions. This isn't meditation or visualization. This is communion with forces so powerful they make earthly authorities look like children playing dress-up. When your eyes close, you become a living prayer that the universe can't ignore, a walking manifestation portal that bends the fabric of existence simply by existing in alignment with your true nature. The God that protects you doesn't just watch from a distance, it operates through you, as you reshaping circumstances to match the vision you hold in those sacred moments of inner connection. But your protection is not passive. The divine force surrounding you is actively aggressive against anything that threatens your peace, your progress, or your purpose. When someone plots against you, they're not just dealing with you, they're stepping into the ring with cosmic forces that have been perfecting the art of justice since before time began. Your enemies don't just face consequences, they face education delivered by professors of universal law who never give gentle lessons to those who harm their chosen ones. The mechanism unlocking in your pineal gland right now is recalibrating your entire perception of what's possible. You're beginning to see patterns that were always there but invisible to your previous level of consciousness. The synchronicities appearing in your life aren't coincidences. They're breadcrumbs leading you toward experiences so perfectly aligned with your highest good that they'll make your past struggles look like warm-up exercises for the main event. Every person who ever made you feel small, who convinced you that your dreams were too big, who told you to be realistic and settle for less, they're about to witness what happens when the universe decides to demonstrate its power through someone it considers family. The transformations coming aren't just personal improvements, they're cosmic statements about what happens when divine potential is finally unleashed without apology or restraint. Your nervous system is rewiring itself to handle frequencies of success that would have overwhelmed your previous operating system. The anxiety that used to paralyze you when opportunities appeared is being replaced by unshakable knowing that you were born for extraordinary circumstances. Your default setting is shifting from survival mode to creation mode, from scarcity consciousness to abundance awareness, from hoping things work out to knowing they already have in dimensions you're just now beginning to access. When you close your eyes tonight, you'll feel something that hasn't been present in years, complete safety. Not just physical safety, but the bone-deep knowing that you are protected by forces so mighty they make earthly powers look like toys in comparison. The God that watches over you operates with precision that makes Swiss clockwork look sloppy, timing that makes perfect orchestration seem amateur, and protection that makes military security look vulnerable. Your manifestation abilities are transcending normal human limitations because you're remembering that you were never meant to be normal or human in the ordinary sense. You're a divine being having a temporary physical experience, and that temporary experience is about to become extraordinary in ways that will redefine what you thought was possible for someone with your background, your history, your starting point. The energy signature you're emanating now repels people who would drain your resources and attracts those who can genuinely add value to your expansion. You're becoming a magnet for opportunities, connections, and experiences that align perfectly with your authentic desires rather than the watered-down versions you thought you had to accept. The universe is done watching you settle for scraps when you were born to feast at the table of infinite abundance, but the protection surrounding you operates with intelligence that would make genius-level strategists look elementary. Every attack against you becomes ammunition for your ascension. Every attempt to stop you becomes fuel for your acceleration. Every person who tries to dim your light inadvertently becomes a spotlight operator for your stage, drawing more attention to the magnificence they're trying to hide. Your solar plexus is becoming a furnace of personal power that burns away anything not aligned with your highest timeline. The people-pleasing patterns that once governed your decisions are dissolving like sugar in rain. The need for external validation is being replaced by internal knowing, so strong it makes outside opinions irrelevant. You're remembering that you came here to be a force of nature, not a people-pleaser seeking approval from souls too small to comprehend your magnitude. When you close your eyes and feel into your future self, you're not imagining, you're remembering. Time isn't linear in the way you've been taught, and the successful, radiant, powerfully protected being you're becoming already exists. You're simply catching up to a version of yourself that's been waiting patiently for you to release the limitations that were keeping you separated from your own magnificence. The God that protects you has been rearranging circumstances behind the scenes with patience that spans lifetimes and precision that encompasses every detail of your experience. The people who need to leave your life are being gently relocated. The opportunities that belong to you are being cleared of obstacles. The resources you require are being freed from wherever they've been held in reserve. Your intuition is becoming so sharp it cuts through deception like a blade through mist. You'll know within seconds of meeting someone whether they're aligned with your highest good or whether they're unconsciously operating as agents of limitation. The gift of discernment you're developing will save you years of wasted energy on people and situations that were never meant to be part of your victory story. When you open your eyes from this moment forward, you'll see a world that bends toward your benefit because you've finally aligned with forces that make mountains move when their chosen ones need pathways cleared. The best days aren't coming, they're here, they're now. They're flowing through every breath you take and every intention you set. Your reign begins now, not as a tyrant ruling through fear, but as a sovereign being commanding reality through love, wisdom, and an unshakable connection to the divine force that has been waiting lifetimes for you to remember who you really are. The protection is absolute. The power is unlimited, and the future is blazing with possibilities so magnificent they would have seemed impossible before you understood the truth about your nature. Close your eyes, choose one, and feel the universe celebrating your awakening. Open them, and watch as reality reshapes itself to welcome home the royalty it has always known you to be. The transformation accelerating through your being right now carries frequencies that bypass ordinary human limitations entirely. Your cellular structure is remembering codes that were embedded before your first breath, activating dormant sequences that connect you to sources of power most people never even suspect exist. The God protecting you operates through these very cells, making your physical form a temple housing forces that reshape matter according to divine will. When you move through spaces now, you leave energetic imprints that continue working long after you've departed. Rooms hold the resonance of your presence like echo chambers amplifying truth. The divine protection surrounding you doesn't just guard, it transforms environments, elevating the vibration of every space you occupy. People feel different after encountering you, though most can't articulate why their entire day shifted after crossing your path. Your sleep is becoming a gateway to dimensions where your victories are already celebrated, where the successful completion of your mission is treated as historical fact rather than future possibility. The dreams filtering through your consciousness aren't fantasies. These are previews of timelines you're stepping into, glimpses of realities where your current struggles are distant memories and your present abundance is the natural order of existence. The energy field expanding around you now operates like a cosmic sorting mechanism, automatically attracting circumstances that serve your highest development while repelling situations that would waste your precious life force. You don't have to consciously choose anymore between opportunities that elevate and those that diminish. Your upgraded frequency makes the choice automatically, drawing you toward experiences that honor your divine nature. Every conversation you engage in from this point forward carries the potential for miraculous breakthrough, not just for yourself, but for everyone willing to receive the transmission of possibility you naturally emanate. Your words carry weight beyond their literal meaning, because the force speaking through you has been moving mountains since before creation began. When you speak your truth now, reality listens and adjusts accordingly. The abundance flowing toward you isn't limited to material resources, though those are certainly included in the cosmic package being prepared for your reception. You're attracting abundance of opportunities, abundance of genuine connections, abundance of experiences that feed your soul in ways that make previous pleasures seem like shadows compared to sunlight. The God protecting you ensures that every form of nourishment you require arrives precisely when your system is ready to receive and integrate it. Your nervous system has completed its rewiring to handle success frequencies that would have short-circuited your previous operating system. The calm confidence now anchoring in your core comes from knowing that divine intelligence guides every step you take, every decision you make, every door you choose to open or close. This isn't blind faith, this is experienced knowing based on evidence accumulating in your life with undeniable consistency. When you close your eyes now, you access not just inner peace but inner knowing, so profound it makes external circumstances irrelevant to your happiness. The contentment blooming in your chest doesn't depend on anything outside yourself, because it springs from connection to the source of all satisfaction. This inner fountain of joy becomes self-sustaining, requiring no external validation or circumstances to maintain its flow. Your manifestation speed is increasing beyond what physics suggests should be possible, because you're operating from laws that transcend ordinary material limitations. The gap between intention and materialization shrinks daily as your faith in your own creative power strengthens. What once took years to manifest now unfolds in timeframes that surprise even you with their efficiency and perfection. The divine force working through your life has been preparing scenarios so perfectly orchestrated that when your breakthrough moments arrive, the synchronicity will be undeniable even to skeptics observing from the outside. Every element necessary for your success has been positioned like pieces on a cosmic chessboard, waiting for the moment when your readiness matches the universal timing for your victory parade. Your energy signature now broadcasts a frequency that makes lesser beings uncomfortable in your presence while drawing kindred spirits like magnets to steel. You don't have to effort to find your tribe anymore. Your authentic vibration calls them forth from wherever circumstances have scattered them. The God protecting you ensures that every person meant to support your mission receives clear guidance to locate and assist you. Hey, this is Mike and Airy cutting into your regularly scheduled Chosen One programming for just a moment. We are the founders of the Obsidian Inner Order and the Astral Atom Network, and we're done playing nice. We're in a spiritual war, you know it, we know it, we know it, and we're out here bleeding for this mission full time. I'm hungry for fourth-dimensional Archon blood, but we need the ammunition. So listen, when you join the Inner Order, you're not just supporting us, you're getting access to exclusive tools they never wanted you to have. Psychic self-defense training, targeted individual intel, spiritual warfare tactics they scrub from the internet, and every week, we meet in secret, chosen ones only on Zoom, no filters, no fluff, just real gnosis, real family, real power. It's a 360-degree win. Run, you get what you need. We get to keep fighting. So don't just watch. Drop a like. Share this video to everyone you know now, and join the Obsidian Inner Order. Let's finish what we started. Link in the description. Let's freaking go. The royal blood coursing through your veins carries memories of victories spanning lifetimes, reminding your consciousness that overcoming impossible odds is your specialty, not your exception. The challenges you've already conquered have been training exercises for the masterpiece of triumph you're about to demonstrate to a world hungry for proof that divine intervention still operates through human vessels. When you speak now, your voice carries authority that makes mountains lean in to listen. The words flowing through you originate from sources that spoke worlds into existence, lending your communications power that creates reality rather than merely describing it. People find themselves agreeing with perspectives you haven't even finished expressing, because truth recognizes itself regardless of the package it arrives in. The protection surrounding you operates with intelligence so sophisticated it prevents problems before you even become aware of potential threats. Your path is being cleared of obstacles with such thoroughness that your journey toward your destiny feels increasingly effortless, as if invisible hands remove barriers while you sleep and smooth your way while you rest. When you close your eyes tonight, you'll feel the presence of every ancestor who sacrificed for your eventual triumph, every generation that preserved the bloodline until this moment when all their hopes would be fulfilled through your success. Their combined strength flows through your determination, their wisdom guides your choices, their love surrounds your heart like armor made of pure devotion. Your reign as a sovereign being operating under divine protection is eternal, unshakable, and expanding with every breath you take in conscious alignment with your true nature. The best days aren't approaching. Each moment you live in full awareness of your divine backing becomes the new standard for what constitutes an ordinary day in the life of someone the universe celebrates as family.